High schools need to evolve because the times are evolving. It's a new day. Our kids think very differently.
If we're rethinking high school, what do you want to see? What is your dream for Dunbar? So we heard from a lot of our community that they wanted to see more culturally responsive teaching. They wanted to see more of our Black and Brown history. They wanted more hands-on, engaged learning.
So our through line, our ethos across the building is really about Afrofuturism, Black futures. What does it look like? How do we support students to show up in their future? We have a couple of big pillars that we're piloting and we're using across the school. Our biggest one is City as Classroom, the understanding that the classroom is not just four walls, bringing the curriculum alive. Immersive technology, we're hyper-focused on foundational literacy. We're using activism. We want our kids to get excited about school, really realize what's going on in their communities, and make that connection to their learning.
So in about November, decided to move and break into innovation hubs. There are innovation hubs for every single pillar of our design.
When I think about what we're trying to do, it's very ambitious, right? Mm-hmm. And so it's not just 9 to 5, so to speak. Afrofuturism can't really be just something that we do between the hours that we're here. It's got to be some kind of way that it shows up in our lives in other places. How do we get to that part?
The Innovation Hub is a very cool space where all these people are discussing ideas that will lead towards the actualization of the Afrofuturist vision of Dunbar High School.
The hub is Afrofuturism and activism. Yep. And that activism piece is the piece that I don't feel like we've hit the way we need to. That would be definitely the way to pull it outside of just the school building.
The vision is to create an environment where students will be empowered to educate themselves about their histories, to reflect on those histories, and to make sense of the status quo of contemporary events that may have a direct impact on their lives. And then from there, be at the forefront of innovation, to reimagine a future where they're not just on the periphery, but they are central to it and they are protagonists of this future.
I really wish I was there. This is super exciting, guys. I wish I was there.
Yeah, I literally see, I can't see y'all no more, but I see it.
You see it?
I see it. They sitting in the chairs.
The pilot I just participated in was the college and career thing today to see how virtual reality works. We're trying to use immersive learning just to make learning more engaging and more memorable so that it sticks with them and really does shape what they do in the future and who they become. I love the VR experience. It was FAMU that I did. That was my #1 college. And it's a one-of-a-kind learning experience and hands-on experience that not most people get to experience. A lot of people can't afford to go to the places and see these places.
Our goal is to expose students to schools or colleges or careers that they're interested in or might be interested in, and sort of making that convenient for students.
A huge part of the Afrofuturism concept is that we are telling our students to take up space in areas that they've been historically denied and underrepresented. And so we are being very intentional about the content that we're putting in front of our students so they can see themselves in those visuals and see themselves in these spaces.
Other students explored aerospace engineer, kind of shadowed them in an airspace shuttle and just got to see what it would be like to walk in the shoes of someone who's in that career.
The students will gain a stronger understanding of who they are, a stronger sense of pride, and a more reinforced sense of purpose as well. And as such, the students will naturally be more engaged and fall in love with education all over again.